Hello everybody. So either way, what we're doing for today, first of all, welcome whoever sees this. Let's see, I gotta change a couple things here. I'll put this on, put my firewall on silence and that's what it is. You know what, you don't need to know that, never mind. Let's see. Let's go ahead and take care of a couple things here. And that is before we get started for today. And see, what I'm hoping to do today is hopefully get done with Samurai Jack the Amulet of Time. So then I could probably move on to something else and, let's see, maybe cover something else that I was thinking about. So let's see. I'll just go ahead and get the game loaded up here. When we last left off, we took care of business with the ice world. Just gotta turn down the volume here. You know what, that's annoying. We gotta change this. Let's see, Visual Boy Advance. Okay, that's better. And now it's live. So either way, let's just go ahead and pick up where we left off. Well, first I gotta change the buttons too. So then jump action. Yeah, that's what we're going with. So with that said, I am starting recording the stream now. So just whenever I can get some feedback on how things are going, let's just go ahead and check. And then let's continue where we left off. And see, where we went to last time was we went to a Neo Retro Tokyo to go pick up some things. And then also to ask some questions about this robot we killed. And then, fortunately, in the Samurai Jack universe, at least in the first season, all the characters were robots of some sorts that he did end up killing. I mean, that was the only way they could really get away with him slashing stuff. And then it wasn't until the Adult Swim series that he ended up actually killing somebody. But then that was actually a nice culture shock, I guess. And then that was definitely more of an adult-oriented cartoon. And it definitely fit too. But then again, I kind of did, I guess, analysis of each episode. Just as they showed up. Okay, well, I guess he's not ready yet. Let's see, where did I... Yeah, you know what, I want to go back to Neo Retro Tokyo. And then... Actually, you know what? There's something we need to cover in the castle, and I think I know what that is. What that is it's the one area where that dog was that we can go ahead and just get access to another area or another teleporter. And fortunately, that's always fun. And of course, I gotta take care of these things. They are actually easier if you jump and slash at them, as opposed to just trying to run after them. I mean, just because they can do a lot of damage to you if you're not careful. And let's see, that's where I wanted to go. So then let's just go ahead and open this up. Unfortunately, I do live in a I guess a kind of our area with a lot of forest, so bugs are going to be flying in. So if I do end up looking off, it's probably going to be at one of those things. Let's just go ahead and take care of this thing. Just like that. Let's see, yeah, where I'm trying to go is I'm just trying to go, up and then over to the right. Okay, at least I don't have to deal with those stupid crusher things. Fortunately, still better than Super Mario World. I mean, fortunately, they're not as big a deal here, but, I mean, still needs to be, talked about. And then, fortunately, the jumps aren't that tough now that I got the double jump. So, I mean, it's nothing to worry about, really. And also, I did get the, wings that allow me to jump good, so I got that going for me, too. Just go ahead and take care of you. And fortunately, going through the castle, you actually do get a decent memory of how things are. Especially when they're giant-ass knights that like to attack you. And you know what, we're just gonna go ahead and run before a black knight shows up. Just because those things are a lot nastier. You know what, I don't like you. You can go to hell too. See if we can't take this guy out. Okay, 2 of them. This should be fun. I think one of them is going to... Yep, I'm right. Can we make it there? Okay, good. Yeah, it kind of took a little bit of a big risk there, but oh well, I mean, that's kind of necessary now. Well, I mean, it's one of those risks you can afford to take. Just take care of you. And once again, just didn't feel like fighting that knight, so might as well just take care of him while I got the chance. And then that's done with. And fortunately, since we do have a lot more health, it is going to be... Okay, I want that. It is going to be a lot more time consuming just to heal up, but fortunately we're in a position where we're not going to be taking as much damage. At least I hope. Yeah, we gotta go down. See, right when I get kicked in the face too. And fortunately, we must play fetch because we can. Okay, now that's done with, let's just go ahead and get... And as you can see, that one took us to the ice world. I don't think there's anything else for us to do here. So let's just keep going. I think there should be one that, okay, I didn't want to do that. Yeah, there is a 4th one that we are gonna get access to. But I don't think we can do that just yet, so instead what I had to do is just, get out of this castle. And I think it might be easier just to go back up and then just get out that way. And let's just go ahead and kill this guy just because he's a jerk. Killing jerks, that's my style. Let's see, this is not going to be easy. Okay, well, either way, that worked out for me. And then, fortunately, that coward general jumped out the window. You do have to wonder what kind of army this is, though, that they were dealing with. I mean, you have to wonder if those were ghost knights or something. Oh, hey, buddy. And you too. Also, I do need some feedback later on if I do end up uploading this to YouTube. Just on, let's see, the sound quality. So, I mean, if anybody watches that does have feedback for me, feel free to let me know. I mean, I'm still new to this, so I do have to figure out ways to improve. And fortunately, Jack can take care of these guys, no big deal. Now, fun. At least these guys aren't as much of a pain in the ass as they used to be. See if you give me something good here. Nope, guess not. Yeah, I think we died too. Things I don't like mostly include getting surrounded by enemies. Oh crap. Oh, that was just chalk that one up to me being reckless. Especially when the damn crusher showed up. And then just take that guy out. Fortunately, not a big deal. Let's see, I gotta make my way down here. Of course, it would help if I don't jump on those things or those springy things. Because, I mean, we're at a point now, those things kind of get annoying now. I mean, they were pretty helpful, and they still are, but, I mean, they could just be a little annoying. So, let's see, what I gotta do is I just gotta make my way. Hey, buddy. But like I was saying, I just gotta make my way over to the bridge and then just go back to that Neo Retro Tokyo. And then let's just go ahead and do that. That isn't really the easiest thing to do, but I mean, once you get used to it, it's not that bad. It's like slashing bats, because that's always fun. Just gotta change something real quick. Okay, I just kind of forgot, I just had my restream set on something different, so I mean, just had to change that. I was hoping to run into him, but I guess not. Yeah, you can run into the Scotsman in this part. I mean, it is kind of an Easter egg, but I mean, he's there just to fight you, just to test you out, really. But he's actually not that tough once you're used to fighting. Nope, nothing. So let's see, we ended up in Neo Retro Tokyo, so yeah, so we gotta go somewhere with where our robots are. And I'm pretty sure I said before that was a really oddly specific thing to say. But let's see, what I gotta do now is I gotta make my way down. Of course, I gotta save first. And then there is actually something up here. And we are going to need the wings. Nope, don't feel like screwing with you. Okay, I should probably get out of here before I get myself killed here. Oh, hey buddy. And I'll just do that. Not exactly what I was hoping for. Really, that downward stab one, that's really the worst thing with that guy. So a little bit more. That's better. Yeah, so what I gotta do now is I gotta deactivate this thing. Because then what that's gonna do... Oh wait, that was something that's useful. Let me just go back and get that because I'm kind of compulsive like that. Okay, never mind. I thought that was something useful. Either way, I don't like you. You get to die. So, let's see. Yeah, that's what we gotta do. And, see, I do gotta re-equip my stuff here. Plastic nail. Actually, that's all the right spot, or all the right stuff. At least I'm kind of hoping that is. But either way, in the sewers, there are going to be a lot more fights here. And then, let's see, it's really these things that are going to cause us the most trouble. And then let's go ahead and take you out. Okay, we got ourselves a shadow up, so that is actually going to be pretty helpful. Just because we are going to be dealing with a lot of Aku's minions here. So, I mean, it's going to be pretty helpful to get some that could just do more damage against them. That thing was definitely quicker than I thought, or I'm slower than I thought, one of those two. But, I mean, fortunately I can get away with doing that kind of stuff when I got no viewers here. Of course, that's hopefully going to change soon, but yeah, we'll see. Yeah, this part gets annoying. Do one there. Yeah, that's better. And then just go ahead and take you out. And the large health does refill 300 hit points, so that's always good. Ah, damn it. Not what I need to be doing here. And let's just go ahead and wipe you out. Yeah, those things are going to be more annoying than they are dangerous, but I mean, fortunately, we're more than equipped to handle them now. And then go ahead and take care of you. I think there might be something important off to the right. I mean, I am going to have to go back and check that part out anyway. But I do know what I don't want to do is go up just yet. So we're going to go ahead and skip that part. And then we're never really in a position where the special is going to be that big of a problem. I mean, there might be one part at the end with the ice shield, but that's really the only scenario I can think of. Okay. Could you just give me a minute? Should probably edit this out. But either way, what we did was we did find the last portal, so we can get out of here, just in case we need to. And I mean, fortunately, it's not that big a deal now, so I mean, let's just go ahead and keep progressing here. Can I? How many more things do I have? All special, large health. Yeah, not exactly in the best shape here. Of course, I am gonna have to get my hands on some better armor soon. Of course, it would help if these things would die. Okay, well, I got myself a both max. So, I mean, that's something that does refill both your health and special. Then again, maybe I could go one more room. Because, I mean, those things don't connect. Okay, maybe this could lead to something. That guy just fell off, or just jumped off. But fortunately, these are robots, so it's not like we have to worry about them outsmarting us, I hope. Okay, well, fortunately that's done with. Yes, I do not want to go there yet. And let's just go ahead and use that now while we got the chance. Let's see, what we gotta do in order to just keep progressing here is to just to make sure to check the map just to know what we're doing here. Yeah, I guess you're not gonna show up yet, are you? Yeah, well, let's just go ahead and go this way then. Yep, just that way. And see, I'm kind of thinking I probably should have the ice shield on me. I mean, you never know what's gonna happen, really. And then let's just go ahead and head over this way. So now, fortunately, we did get ourselves out of the sewers. And then, well, at least we're getting ourselves more of those mech and shadow barriers. And that is definitely something that's going to be helpful. But I mean, now that we did that, we can go ahead and find the source of where that Minotaur is. Yeah, let's just go ahead and use those things as soon as we can. It's really the things that give you stat boosts that are really worth using right away. And then, see, with these things, I mean, fortunately, these ninjas aren't that tough. And now watch me get killed by one. Or at least when you just run right into them. Okay, well, at least we can heal. See, I am just going to check the settings on the GBE volume. I'll just be right back. Alrighty, now that's done with. Let's see, we've got a really interesting room here. I mean, you would think that's where the boss is going to be, but it turns out the boss is here. And then it turns out we gotta fight this, like, brain thingy. Because creating giant robot brains is always fun. Of course, you do have to wonder what the over-under is before those things actually exist. And then when you wipe one out, just when those factory parts are showing up, that's when you want to wail on this thing. There, and let's go ahead and take you out. And see, it's actually not that big a deal that I'm right between them. Yeah, this could be a problem. Especially when they're getting multiple hits on me. Could use some more offense later on. Just one more. Thank you. Okay, well, now that we took care of the giant robot brain, let's just go ahead and see what's over here. Okay, well, random scientist. Hey, buddy. Now I got a /2 now. That is really hilarious. And then, fortunately, this guy was consciously intact. I mean, he was kind of like the one guy who made that Ultra Robots. And again, I could see that being a little bit too dangerous. But then again, that's just the cynic in me talking. Okay, so are we talking about Reploids now? Well, spoiler alert, that might be an idea for a stream. I mean, fortunately, I was thinking about getting an Elgato capture card pretty soon. Of course, I gotta figure out, like, how, I am gonna end up using that for a stream. Powered by a strange gem. You know what, that's actually going to be pretty important for me. And then, fortunately, we can hitch a ride from this guy. So either way, that thing was definitely an interesting concept. I mean, you figure with all the robots in this place, that you would think you wouldn't have to fight a human brain, but here we are. Well, it is true what they say, though. The human brain is the most complex machine in the world. So wait, did I forget to save? Yeah, sorry, just had myself a foolish moment there. And now that we're done with that, let's just go ahead and figure out where the heck we gotta go next. So there's one here and there's one there. I think they both go to the same place, but I could be mistaken. Actually, you know what? I am mistaken. I had to go here after we beat the boss. Yeah, that is right. Alright, that's something important. This is something I am going to want to get my hands on. Let's see how we're going to do this. Not like that. And now let's just go ahead and take care of this thing. Let's see, yeah, we want to go to the left and then... Let's see, I think up there's the boss, but I do definitely want to get that piece of armor soon. And we got ourselves a shadow mail. And this is definitely going to give us a huge stat boost against anything dark or anything that's a robot. So we got that going for us. So now we gotta start fighting the bosses here. Of course we gotta start fighting these stupid things first. Yeah, bosses are gonna be coming up and... yeah, this guy's gonna be a pain in the ass. See if the jumping's working here. Yeah, I'm kinda hoping it is. It's really when he starts stabbing down where it becomes a big pain in the ass. Well, that did not go well at all. Oh, of course, I could just run away from those guys. Oh, that works too. At least I don't have to worry about having to kill everything before I can leave the room. At least I'm not one of those things. Then again, I'm sure that exists in some boss fights. And of course in Zelda that exists too. Let's go ahead and deal with you. It's really whenever he does that swing, I just want to get a jumping swipe in at him. Nope, nothing. Yeah, now we gotta deal with a boss here. This thing's actually really interesting. It is supposed to kind of be like the ninja that Jack fought in. Forgot which episode that was, but it was called Samurai vs. Ninja. It was actually really the animation that stood out on that one. But so you'll notice I can't really do much on him. So that's because I got to take out these things. And just like so. See if I can just get a few pot shots in with a bow and arrow. Kinda hoping that would have worked. Can I go ahead and kill this thing yet? Alright, now I can just get some damage done here. I think that all three of them either share the same health bar or they all have different... or I think some break after more damage is done. Oh, come and get me. Okay, yep, they all break. And you're done. Hey Star, welcome to the stream. And we got ourselves the wind gem. So now this is the final gem in our, well, not exactly the final gem in the collection, but this is the final gem that does have the last power to it. So just to demonstrate what that does. No, that's not it. Well, to answer your question, the game does have a lot of depth to it, but yeah, you're right. I kind of am taking a long time with this. But I mean, hopefully I'll be done with it tonight. So let's see, which way? I did not want to do that. See, the main reason being that, okay, third time's the charm. But either way, so that's something that I am selling just as a minor side job. But either way, they are just a health and wellness company. So either way, that's just a number you can use just to get discounts off of things. And also, since you asked, what I'm drinking tonight is Cherry Spark. And that's just kind of my go-to for streams or Let's Plays or something like that. So let's see, probably should look down and see what the heck is up here. Oh, damn it, why do I keep doing this? Some real quality streaming going on here. Okay, good. Now we got ourselves an angelic armor, and this is going to be the best armor in the game. This is a 150 against everything. So that is going to be super helpful down the line. So let's see, I think there might actually be some more useful here. So I know there was definitely a wind gem. Okay, maybe not. Yeah, you know what, now that we're done with that, let's just go ahead and get out of here. Actually, you know what, we should save first. Might be the wiser thing to do here. And since I can, I might as well just use the speed up feature here. And really, for the Visual Boy Advance, all that is just, let's see, the space button. You can actually assign it to whatever you want. Wondering if I should talk to the scientist again. Then again, I probably should. Yeah, I mean, this was a constant in Samurai Jack. They did have a lot of aliens. But then again, that's just kind of how the... Alright, this should be an interesting one. Because now we gotta go closer into the city. And the funny thing about this place is this is actually really similar to when Jack first ended up in the future. And then, let's see, can I go? Okay, yeah, I gotta go that way anyway. But either way, like I was saying, when Jack first ended up in the future, he ended up in this spot, and of course there's a culture shock with flying cars and others and whatnot. But either way, I hope your stream went pretty well, Star. Ah, crap, yeah, this is where it gets pretty annoying. Because we gotta deal with these like flying Aku drones shooting at us. And then of course those guys. It's funny because those guys were from the first episode with the Scotsman. Okay, a revive ring is good to deal with. And that's really one of those just wear in case you're dying type of things. I think I might be able to afford to just go for a little bit more offense here. Because, I mean, now that I got the angelic armor, I can definitely take more damage. Alright, got myself an Earth Gem. That's always good. Okay, so I think I want to go off to the left here. But I got 87% done, so I mean, hopefully we'll be done with it soon. So we got ourselves our last teleporter here. I also find it really odd that there's a stake with a leash here. I mean, I know that's a little detail, but I mean, I just find that really peculiar. Let's see, yeah, those gator guys are gonna be pretty annoying. Just cause, well, just cause the way they can surprise you. And also the game is kind of glitchy here, just cause, you do end up taking a little bit less damage, or sometimes you just don't take damage at all for some reason. But I mean, it only happens in this particular area, like nowhere else really. Then again, I'm pretty sure that's just the ROM. I mean, this is kind of old. And then, fortunately, Aku's minions aren't really that big of a deal anymore. Oh wait, I want this. Good, we got ourselves a special max up. And at least that raises it to 150. But really, special shouldn't really be that big of an issue. But just in case it is, I mean, you got some to help yourself here. Let's see, do I want to go up there? You know what, I'm kind of thinking I do. And now here's the important question, can I actually make it up there? Okay, never mind. Yeah, we'll try it again some other time. Okay, those guys are just background characters. But that is one thing that's also good about Samurai Jack, is that they do have some really interesting characters in it. I mean, not just, let's see, Jack and then some of the other recurring characters, but just a lot of one-time characters. So, I mean, there was one episode in particular about a robot assassin, and then they gave the guy such a great personality, and also how they made him just you know, a really cool character, and then unfortunately he does end up getting killed at the end. And then we gotta fight these guys. In the first movie, Jack ended up having to fight these guys because, well, I mean, he was looking at them funny, and I guess they didn't like that. So either way, what we gotta do is we gotta chop off their hands, because that's really what Jack did in the overall cartoon instead of killing them. Okay, this is not where I need to be. And then fortunately you can just deal with them this way. And then he did end up fighting off like maybe 9 or 10 of them. Let's see, is that all of them? Okay, good. Now, of course, we gotta find this guy. It's actually funny because he was one of the guys that gave Jack his nickname in the first place. Although I do find it amusing that he's now an alien expert. Although I did find it pretty interesting that they do have to make an animation for this. And then I always did find it interesting. I mean, just the way the sun has to be aligned. Well, isn't that convenient? Then again, Aku probably knew about this and then put his tower there, just on purpose. Of course, you can't really rule out that Aku probably made that thing and then just ended up trying to find a way to trap Jack or something like that. Some things that you just can't rule out. So let's see, and then see, this part actually really isn't going to be too tricky. It's just going to be making all these obnoxious jumps that's going to be the issue. And then of course fighting these ninjas. I think it's probably better I do end up taking these ninjas out first. Just because I do got to make some tricky jumps, and really this is where the jumping's going to be such a pain in the ass. Oh, no big deal. I just finished my dinner before doing this. I mean, I was definitely eating dinner during your stream too. So let's see, what I gotta do is I just gotta do this. And then this part's gonna get annoying. And then one more. Of course, I would appreciate that one more. Okay, good. Hopefully that's gonna be the last one. Okay, good. Barely made it, but you know what, that works. See, I am using a Logitech controller to go ahead and deal with this, so if you are seeing or just hearing a lot of I guess tapping, that's because I kind of do have the controller kind of close to where my microphone is on my headset. So you just gotta see where everything is here. I also do like this part. I mean, it's just because you see the guy running away in agony and then he just has to run into the wall. And then fortunately these guys aren't that big a deal anymore. Just go ahead and take that. And then, fortunately, the jumping here isn't going to be that tough. It's actually one section a little bit later that's where it's going to be a real pain. And I'm pretty sure this is the section. So I'll just take that, and it probably is better that I just do end up killing all the enemies first. That's because I really just don't feel like having them get in my way while I'm trying to make these jumps. See anything here? Okay, well, you're done with. It's really this part that's gonna be the hard one. Just gotta go ahead and just gauge where the heck all the cars are. So I think, yeah, I was kind of hoping I could run into a car there, but yeah, well, that works too. But I mean, I do appreciate that I'm getting all these max ups now. Then again, it's not like I have much of a use for the special stuff anymore. Okay, just gotta be careful here. Is that really the right way to go? Well, I guess so. Yeah, you know what? I think I was mistaken. I think it's actually the next part that's going to be the real pain. And then I'll just go ahead and take that while we're here. Yeah, this is the part I was talking about, or I was thinking about. And then let's just go ahead and take out these stupid gators while we can. Is there anything down? Okay, like I was gonna say, is there anything down there? I think there is, but just not in the area I want it to be. This is gonna be rough. Yeah, I don't think I'm gonna have to do it that way. Okay, just stay on there. Good. And then, see, this is really the last stretch of the game before we end up getting to a coup. And then, let's see, 97%. Yeah, so we should be there pretty soon. And then, see, we just gotta deal with that gator first before we try and progress. Okay, you're out of here. It doesn't look like we can do much with that. So let's see, yeah, now we gotta make this pain in the ass jump here. And then, fortunately, for some reason these things glitchy, so none of those drone shots are actually hurting me. Might have 2 more things to do before we, so it looks like we're literally 2 screens away from the end. So I just might as well save while we're here. And I think while I'm here, I'm also going to, just load up on shadow stuff. Well, I'm still really new to this, so I mean, I'm just trying to figure out my streaming style still. Let's see. But I do appreciate the words. Yeah, it looks like we're at the end of the game here. And it looks like I am actually going to miss out on 100%ing this. Now, that's the reason why. Yeah, oh well. I mean, my practice run actually did go a lot better than this, but I mean, that's just kind of the way it goes. But now we're in the final confrontation with Aku, so we gotta get the ice shield equipped. What he's gonna do first is he's going to, well, first thing he's gonna do is show up, but either way, the second thing he's gonna do is fire this giant ass laser beam out of his eye. Or actually, it's not really like that. It's really more like flame lasers or flames or something like that. And then what he's gonna do is reappear, and then let's see, just shoot those things. You do have to be ducked down and then using the ice shield when he is doing that. So what I gotta do now is just make him miss, and then not get kicked by him, and then just go ahead and do that. And he does have about a few different forms with his shape shifting, and then it's also interesting that he chose the goat, because in the first fight he actually does end up shifting into a goat at some point. And then fortunately he's actually not that tough if you do end up powering up properly. So let's see, I think this one is going to be the ground fire. Yep, there it is. And then see, what is he going to do this time? He's either going to do that eye laser, or he's going to morph into a dragon or something like that, and then just try and get you that way. And fortunately that bat one was actually probably his easiest form, so I think the dragon's going to be his last form. Okay, fortunately the beams that fry you aren't that big a deal. Let's see, we should have this done pretty soon. And then it's really the shield that is going to be really useful here. And this is really the one spot I can see using the, or that flame shield, or what is that, the special up. Yeah, kind of stumbling all over my words today. But either way, that is a useful place to have it. And see, we're almost done here. And if you are ducking those with the shield, then those above flames won't hurt you. Then again, I think that's just a game being glitchy. Just like that. And you're out of here. And fortunately, this is hopefully Jack defeating Aku, but then right before he does that, this happens. And unfortunately, this did happen a lot in the first season where Jack would be on the verge of defeating Aku in the future, and then something would happen. And then just like this. So either way, what does happen is that the amulet does end up being used. And I think it might be like a one-time use only thing. But either way, we're back at the temple where we started the game. And then fortunately this guy was pretty helpful. Now either way, my theory with this was that when Aku ended up blasting Jack with that the way he did, I think what he did was he did use the amulet that way, and then I think it might have like sent him further into the future somewhere else or something like that. I mean, not really that far in the future, but I mean still at least far enough that I mean Aku can still recover. Although I do kind of like in the actual finale to the episode or to the series where Jack does end up making it back, and then Aku just goes, "You're back already!" And then of course Jack kicks the shit out of him and all's good. But either way, that was it for Samurai Jack: The Amulet of Time. Still a pretty decent game. I do like the way you can go around collecting items and you can get stronger as the game goes on. I'm usually a fan of that stuff. And I also do like the exploration and just the way they or just the means they give you of navigating through this game. I mean, I just wish the controls were a little bit more polished. I mean, they do take a lot of getting used to. So, one more thing I do have to show off, or at least after this credit sequence. One more thing I do have to show off is the fact that there is a new game plus if you continue right after you beat the game. And what this does, just gotta go through the intro first. But either way, what this does is let's see, you start off at a 0% completion, but you actually do keep everything that you had in the previous game. And that includes the angelic armor, and then every single gauntlet you collected too. And then also the rings, the gems, and whatnot. So I mean, you still have all that going for you. But you do have to collect everything over again. I mean, I've actually never bothered playing past this point, but I mean, the New Game Plus does seem like a really cool concept. And it actually wasn't one that a lot of games did in recent memory. I mean, a lot more RPGs do that in recent memory. But either way, I think that's gonna be it for Samurai Jack: The Amulet of Time. Let's see, I'll probably have this uploaded to YouTube probably at the end of the week. But either way, thank you guys for watching. So let's see, well then again, it is 10:30. I just gotta check a couple things and then I might have some more time. So I'm thinking what I'm gonna do is maybe just set up something else. Of course, I'm just gonna check my phone and see who's still doing what. Because I think I could probably stream something else for a little bit more and then probably call it. Yeah, so it's about 10:30. So I think what I'm gonna do is just change games into something else. And then I am kind of debating as to what I want to do next for let's see, what I'm gonna be streaming. I mean, I'm still wondering if I should stick with the GBA or if I should just try out maybe NES or SNES or maybe Sega. I mean, those are the only ones I have now. And then I am hopefully gonna have an Elgato capture card soon, so I could probably play or stream like PlayStation stuff. Just going through my library, just seeing what I have here. Hey, you know what? While we're here, we might as well just try out some Simpsons Road Rage just to see how it goes. I mean, this is one of those just for the hell of it type of things. So either way, with the Simpsons Road Rage, what you can do is that you can, let's see, try and do the main mode just to get as much money as you can. And then there's this part that kind of like the, I don't know what you call it, where you just try and do a lot of different tricks and then I guess make your passenger happy. And depending on who you are or who you end up getting, you can kind of get screwed here. And then this is really the practice mode where you can just go exploring the town however you want. And then, let's see, there are certain scenarios you can do in mission mode. So I think I'm just going to do that for the remainder of this stream. And see, there are about 12 total. So I think you can unlock different things here. But the first one we're going to do is we're going to help Groundskeeper Willie take care of some newspapers. So either way, the backstory of this game is that Mr. Burns ended up buying out like all the mass transit, so the citizens of Springfield did end up trying to make their own taxi service just for buying it back from them. So what we gotta do is we gotta smash 12 newspaper boxes, and really what we gotta do is just go around just dealing with these things. And fortunately, since I am Groundskeeper Willie, I do have a really or the tractor is just really strong, and well, they can deal with just about anything. That's not where I needed to go. Yeah, unfortunately you only get a limited time here, or kind of a short time limit here. And see, yeah, I'm going nowhere here. Probably not going to succeed this time around. But fortunately they do give you the option to try again. At least plenty of times. Then again, we could... well, at least I might have actually had a chance had I not screwed up on that one. Yeah, see, I just came up one short. No big deal. I mean, hopefully I'll have a better clue on how to do this. You know what I probably should have done was stop recording. Yeah, well, I'll just have to edit that out. I mean, I'll have to edit it out on YouTube. I think you guys kind of knew where that was going. Yeah, so I'm just gonna stop the recording then. But fortunately, the stream's still going. So I think I'm just gonna try and finish like maybe 2 or 3 missions and then probably just call it a stream from there. There's probably a better way to do this. Kinda thinking there is. Okay, so I got about 25 seconds to find 2 more of these things. Not sure if I'm going the right way here. Okay, we got this one. Let's see what else we can do here. See, this is an interesting one. You don't really have a time limit to do something, but you do have to like stay afloat for 15 seconds. This is an interesting choice. So we got to hit the clouds and then just stay afloat that way, because that makes sense. Okay, that was close. And then, damn, missed it by about 2 seconds. But I mean, fortunately, Professor Frink's a pretty cool character. Yeah, either way, this doesn't need to see the light of day on YouTube. Of course, the people streaming it are probably going to see it anyway, but... or watching the stream are probably going to see it anyway, but... that's just how this goes. And then, kind of like Mario Kart, you can also get a boost if you press the acceleration button at the right time. Ah, crap, I missed it. Yeah, I'll maybe just give this one more shot, and then I'll probably just call it here. Okay, well, either way, I did get some decent work in today, so either way, thank you guys for stopping by at the stream, and let's see, I'll probably be streaming again either Wednesday or maybe Saturday. But I mean, I'll just let you guys know when that is. I mean, when it is, I am streaming, so either way, I'll see you guys soon.